All right, what's up, everybody? I'm Lawyer Wynton. I'm an entertainment attorney, and today we're going to be talking about 50 Cent. He is suing a med spa plastic surgeon for basically inferring that he came to her for eggplant enhancement surgery. So let's start from the beginning. Where did this all start? How did this even come up? So 50 Cent is saying that this innocent photo he took with this, her name is Angela Kogan. She's a plastic surgeon. This innocent photo that they took together, basically, if you've seen the photo, it's 50 Cent and Angela. She's the plastic surgeon, and she's standing next to him. It looks like a regular fan photo. He's got his arm around her. She's standing next to him. She's in her scrubs. It looks like they could be in her it looks like they could be in a front lobby of a medical facility, right? So they took this picture together, and 50 Cent is now filed suit, saying that she is falsely implying that he came to her for plastic surgery, basically for eggplant enhancement. So he's suing again. Her name is Angela Kogan, and her business, which is named Perfection Plastic Surgery and Med Spa. And she's been circulating this old photo. And if you go to my YouTube, I'm going to have all this up so that you can see it. Somebody said what I'm going to have to read about this case. I'm going to tell you about it right now. And then I'm going to re-upload this on YouTube. So if you want to follow me on YouTube, it's Lawyer Wynton on YouTube, and I'll have pictures and all that stuff up on YouTube for this video as well. But basically, according to the lawsuit, 50 Cent is saying that she took this photo. They took this photo together back in February of 2020, so about 2 years ago. And because basically he thought she was just a regular fan. And ever since then, he's saying that Kogan, this plastic surgeon, bro, handsome. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't think that I'm handsome, but I really appreciate it. But 50 Cent is basically saying that Kogan has been using that photo for her company's social media site, basically as advertisement for her plastic surgery center, implying that he came to her for eggplant enhancement. So 50 Cent is saying that it started off with just the social media promotions, promoting the photo, and then things took a quote unquote disturbing turn in August when the Shade Room, if you don't know about the Shade Room, this is name, image, and like exactly, Jalita Marie, this is name, image, and likeness. This is total name, image, and likeness. So he's saying that things took a quote unquote disturbing turn in August when the Shade Room, if you don't know about the Shade Room, they're basically like an online gossip magazine, did a story with Kogan about the rise in male enhancement procedures, and they used that picture, which basically further implied that 50 Cent came to her for eggplant enhancement, right? So 50 Cent said that now the image basically pops up anytime there's something posted or shared online about male enhancement, right? And he's claiming that the implication is that he underwent this surgery, that he underwent this surgery to, get his eggplant more eggplanty, right? And he's saying that this has been damaging to him professionally. It has damaged his personal reputation, and that is violating his right to control his name and image. And that's where I totally agree. How do you feel about the lead attorney? I mean, I think, how do I feel about the lead attorney on this? I don't know them personally. I haven't seen a lot of the other stuff that they've done, so I don't really have feelings on the lead attorney on this per se. But I can tell you that this is, I think from the outside looking in, that this is definitely a justifiable reason to file suit against this plastic surgeon, because it is all about the right of publicity. This is purely about name, image, and likeness. Be careful in taking pictures of people. Exactly. Yes. Be careful of taking pictures with people. I mean, especially if you're in a celebrity status, but even as a regular person, yes, I agree, Zeke. I think he does have a strong case here for right of publicity. But even as a regular person, I've seen a lot of people, even here on TikTok, that have reached out to me that have had their images used in advertisements for companies, and those companies didn't reach out to them, didn't compensate them for using their image in those advertisements. And yeah, you have to be compensated for that, because the right of publicity is a legal theory. It's law. It's statutory state law that prevents the unauthorized commercial use of an individual's name, image, likeness, really any recognizable aspect of your persona. So a company can't just go out and use a picture of your hand, the old hand model episode of Seinfeld, where George was a hand model for like half a second. Somebody said if there's an image, if their image was obtained in public forum, not much compensation is required. That is false. Even if that image is obtained in public, they cannot use that for commercial advertising. You can't, even if you go take a picture of somebody in public. Yes, there is no reasonable expectation of privacy in public. So yes, somebody could take a photo of you, a video of you in public, because there's no expectation of privacy. But they can't then turn around and use that image for commercial purposes. Period. Hard stop. You still have, as an individual, the exclusive right to use your name, image, and likeness, and license that out in any way that you see fit. I can't do that. I can't license out your name, image, and likeness, even if I take a picture of you out in public, right? Because it's yours. It's exclusively your name, image, and likeness. I can't use your name, image, and likeness in public. Somebody said familiar with NIL revolves around the NCAA antitrust litigation. Love talking about that stuff. I'll have to get on here and talk about the NCAA name, image, and likeness stuff one day. As a former football player, love that stuff. I'm so glad that people in the NCAA athletes have that ability to do that now. Love that. But it's kind of in the same boat that you have the right, you should have the right, the exclusive right to license out your own name, image, and likeness. That's it. Nobody else can do it without you being compensated for it. Somebody said, sorry, man. I always see news companies sticking video people in public and their faces in broadcasting. I like this comment a lot, because it is mixing the commercial use and news into one bucket. And I'm a former news reporter. I think I have my... Yeah. So I'm a former news reporter. So when I graduated from undergrad, I worked at NBC 26. It's a news outlet down in Augusta, Georgia. So I covered the Masters for years. Loved it. And then I moved here to New Orleans, where I was on Channel 4 for a few years. So I've got a deep background in news as well. So when it comes to the news, that falls within fair use. So fair use is a legal theory that gives you the ability to use copyrighted, protected materials without use. But it's a very narrow use for which you can use things and claim it to be fair use. And you can't claim fair use until somebody has brought a copyright infringement case against you. So you can't go into something saying it's fair use. The only entity that can decide what fair use something is as fair use is the court. So you can't bring up fair use until you've been sued, and then you can use fair use as a defense. It's a defense mechanism. So you can't go in claiming fair use. So that is how the news can interview people, can chase down a politician and video them and put that on TV. That's how the news can use clips of movies and stuff like that in their broadcasts without being hit with a copyright infringement suit because it falls clearly within fair use. Somebody said, don't think college students, athletes shouldn't get paid. That makes them professional. No, it doesn't. There's a difference between being paid to be a professional athlete and being paid for the use of your name, image, and likeness. I believe that that's two diverging things, right? So you can be a professional athlete and be paid to play football. And then you can also be, a volleyball player, a D1 volleyball player, and get paid by the local barbecue shack to promote their latest barbecue, whatever. But athletes, when they make a team, should have free schooling. Yes and no. And this is coming from somebody who was a walk-on. I was not a scholarship player when I played football at Georgia Southern. Argument for another day. We'll go there. But with 50 Cent and this lawsuit against this Miami surgeon, who is using this photo of the two of them, he's basically saying that she's using this photo of the two of them as advertisement for her business, right? And he has not been compensated for that. And it's implying that he had a surgery, which he says he did not have. So she is misusing his name, image, and likeness. I think he's got a strong case here. I don't know if, I mean, others could disagree. Let me know what you think. Do you think that he has a strong case? That 50 Cent has a strong case or not? I think he does.